Pickleball, a sport comparable to tennis, but played on a smaller court with paddles and a hard plastic ball, is gaining popularity across the country. Few could have foreseen how far the sport would advance in the decades following its introduction into the western United States nearly 60 years ago. Since its inception, the sport's popularity has increased significantly, and it's now played in countries other than the United States. In 2021, 4.8 million people in the U.S. play pickleball. In fact, every year for the past 5 years, pickleball has grown by more than 10%. The sport is growing quickly, and more people are interested in it. Those who haven't joined the pickleball wave may be missing out on a hobby they didn't know they needed. 2022 has also proven to be a remarkable year for pickleball as we witness some of the finest performances by top players and unique displays of talents across the United States. Hello, and welcome to Pro Pickleball Media. In today's video, we'll take a look at the top 10 pickleball plays in 2022. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the post notifications. Let's dive right into the video. Number 10, 2022 APP PUNTA GORDA Pickleball Open Pro Men's Doubles Gold. Young up-and-comers J.W. Johnson and Dylan Frazier take on one of Pro Pickleball's most decorated players in Deckel Barr and Kyle Yateson in this exciting men's pro gold medal match from the 2022 APP PUNTA GORDA Open. Pickleball has become popular with people of all ages, and Yahoo says that the average age of an American player is 43.5. The sport is easy to learn, makes it fair for a wide range of competitors, and won't break the bank for people looking for a cheap new hobby. Let's move on to the next game. Number 9, INVISALIGN North Carolina Open Men's Doubles Gold Medal Match. In this game, Tyson McGuffin partners up with Tyler Lounge to try and take down the number 1 seeded Riley Newman and Matt Wright. A lot of people don't play pickleball until they're adults. Lounge didn't start playing until he was a student at BYU. Before he picked up the sport, he played tennis for the Cougars. Anyone can learn to play pickleball quickly, no matter when they start. Number 8, the 2022 APP PUNTA GORDA Pickleball Open Pro Women's Doubles Gold. Young up-and-comers Georgie Johnson and Anna Bright take on one of Pro Pickleball's most decorated teams in Simone Jardim and Corrine Carr in this exciting Women's Pro Gold medal match from the 2022 APP PUNTA GORDA Open. Even though athleticism is important in pickleball, it's not as important as it is most other sports. This means that a wide range of people can play the game. Because the court is small, you can quickly move to any spot on it. This makes the game fun for people of all ages. Pickleball's popularity comes from the fact that it can be played by all kinds of people and doesn't cost much to learn. USA Today says that pickleball is one of the fastest growing sports in the US, and that's in part because it's cheap. And that brings us to the next match. Number 7, Orange County Cup, men's singles, Joseph versus Johnson. In this pickleball match, J.W. Johnson takes on Gabriel Joseph. Here we can see that pickleball's popularity and reputation has grown together, which has helped its growth and spread into 70 countries around the world, according to CNN. In a short amount of time, the sport has changed in many ways. College students all over the country have taken up the sport, and there are now pickleball clubs at many schools. Most of the time, students from different schools don't compete formally against each other, but some have tried it. 2017, Southern Utah University hosted Utah Tech, which was then called Dixie State. This was the first intercollegiate pickleball tournament that we know in the U.S. Pickleball enthusiasts are optimistic that the sport's recognition will continue to grow. Number 6, Orange County Cup Mixed Doubles. In the pickleball match, Spencer Smith and Paris Taw take on J.W. Johnson and Anna Lee Waters. Professional tournaments that are shown live on ESPN, YouTube Live, and Facebook Live have also helped spread the word about pickleball. Some of the sport's biggest tournaments also draws tens of thousands of people to watch in person. Anyone can sign up to play in pro tournaments, but the governing body gives priority to professionals and other top players. So there's no guarantee that you'll be allowed to play. To be considered for the tournaments, you also have to pay an entry fee. Number 5, Built.com Red Rock Open. In this game, the local favorites and Tyler Lounge and partner, Callan Dawson, take on Tyson McGuffin and Jay DeVilliers. Over the past few years, a lot of people have looked for new ways to stay healthy, have fun, and meet new people. Many people have reached this goal through pickleball. Since the pandemic, 500,000 more people have taken up the sport. As pickleball courts started popping up in parks and backyards, the game became a bigger part of community events and gatherings with family and friends. On warm, sunny days, the courts are usually full of people. The sound of pickleballs being hit back and forth by players is loud and lively. Installing pickleball courts is a good way for cities and people to use space and give people a chance to get exercise and have fun at the same time. The small size of the court makes it useful and easy to talk while playing. And that takes us to the next game. Number 4, Tuesday Night Pickleball, August 9th, 2022. The PPA All-Stars battle it out at the Orchard at Jigsaw Health. The game happened between Ben Johns, Colin Johns, AJ Kohler, and Tyler Lounge. Competitors love pickleball. As athletics get older, it can get harder for them to play the sport they used to love for a number of reasons. NBC sees that 2/3 of people who play pickleball are over the age of 25. This is why many of them play. Even though you don't have to be athletic to enjoy pickleball, many athletes' skills and competitive drive works well in the game. When they play, they can often satisfy their need to compete. No matter who you are, you might have a competitive streak waiting to come out on a pickleball court near you. And who knows, you might find the hobby you never knew you needed. And we now move to the top 3 games of 2022. Number 3, INVISALIGN North Carolina Open. The U.S. Pickleball Association says that the number of people who play pickleball has grown by 39.9% in the U.S. The best pickleball players already have dozens of sponsors. ESPN owns the rights to its most prestigious tournaments, and the prizes are already well over 5 figures. Some games on YouTube have more than 1 million views. Because of the coronavirus health crisis, there was also more restrictions. When quarantine started in March and gyms closed, portable pickleball nets sold out for a short time. In driveways, players set up courts that are half the size of tennis courts. Number 2, Select Medical Orange County Cup, Women's Doubles Semifinal. In this pickleball match, 2 of the best teams in the world compete for a chance to compete on Championship Sunday. Number 1, 2022 PPA Atlanta Men's Doubles Gold Medal Match. It's not very often that we see a pickleball match of this caliber. Great pickleball all around between 2 of the top duos on the pro circuit. Will the Johns brothers comeback be enough? Even though the number of people who play pickleball is growing quickly, there are still not as many as the 21.5 million people who play tennis. But maybe both of them should keep an eye on their new kid on the block, pop tennis, which is played in a cage. So far, only about 2 million people play pop tennis, but the SFIA says that growth is already over 30%. It's clear that traditional racket sports are no longer the only games played on courts in the U.S. So what is your favorite pickleball play of 2022 so far? Tell us in the comments. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you soon in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.